the king of karts. It's 2017. The Nintendo Switch is out and people are hungry for games to play on the new system. So why not give them something that came out in 2014? Nintendo has decided to come out swinging with its franchise juggernaut,
Mario Kart 8!
It's a little bit of a struggle reviewing a game that came out 3 years ago, especially a game that I played to death. And let's be honest, the only reason anyone would buy it again is because it's portable. Thanks to the Switch, we can take Mario Kart with us everywhere we go, and it's fantastic. Unless you've been living under a rock for the last 25 years, you already know what Mario Kart is. A great racing game with ridiculous courses, fun items, and unforgettable tunes. It's a game that anyone can pick up and play, and it's one of the best at creating some of the most memorable local multiplayer experiences in the world. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is by far the best release in the series to date. It includes all of the DLC from the Wii U, a real battle mode with incredibly fun and creative stages, as well as a few new characters and tweaks to items, including the ability to hold two at a time. There's also hundreds of vehicle customization options, as well as a ton of karts, tyres, and gliders to unlock to keep you coming back. Mark my words though, with the inclusion of Link and the Inkling kids, this will be the last Mario Kart. From here on out, I think we're going to get Nintendo Kart. For the people who missed it the first time around, included on the cartridge is the 200cc DLC. To my amazement, 200cc's is what hooked me into the game again and made it very hard to put down after that. This little tweak exponentially changes the gameplay of Mario Kart because the courses weren't designed with this kind of speed in mind. To accommodate for this, Nintendo has added in the ability to drift brake around corners. Never in my life have I used the brake button during a Mario Kart, but if you want to learn how to master this racer, you're going to need to learn how to use it. Another addition to the series is the new Smart Steering option. Essentially, if you have a child who wants to play Mario Kart but is still learning, you can turn this option on and it'll keep you from driving off course if you start to go astray. There's even an option to steer with motion controls and automatically accelerate so they don't have to hold down any buttons. These features make it by far the most accessible title to date, because on the one hand you have the brutal 200cc's for experts, and on the other hand you can just have a nice afternoon of Mario Kart where everyone can play and nobody even has to worry about falling off course, no matter how inexperienced they may be. With all that being said, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe isn't perfect. I found it hard to justify an $80 price tag when the only real new feature is battle mode. I just wish Nintendo had gone the extra mile by putting in at least 1 or 2 extra cups. I mean, don't get me wrong, the battle modes are really fun and I did enjoy being a little bit of a jerk online. We also can't talk Mario Kart without mentioning that godforsaken blue shell. If you're like me and you're mostly in first place, the only items you'll ever see are coins, bananas, and the occasional green shell, and a lot of blue shells. I couldn't even count the amount of times that spike shell of death has hit me on the last lap of the last course of a Grand Prix, only to ruin my 3-star goal. It's infuriating. You'll get hit over and over and over. And with that post-traumatic stress aside, I couldn't finish my review without mentioning the stunning visuals and the incredible soundtrack. Mario Kart 8's tracks are some of the best in the series, and even on what is arguably outdated hardware, it still looks incredible. You don't need to take my word for it either. Just look. As always, Nintendo has included some retro tracks from previous titles, but this time around, they have changed them enough to keep them recognizable, but still fresh. It is a testament to Nintendo's mix of nostalgia and creativity. They've even gone as far as to reinvent some of the retro soundtracks as well, which you will no doubt have stuck in your head for the days and weeks to come. There is not a single person I wouldn't recommend this game to. If you have a Switch or plan on picking one up in the future, you owe it to yourself to pick up this game. With more than 42 characters, 48 tracks, a fleshed out battle mode, a flourishing online community, and the ability to take the game anywhere, it's a tough one to say no to.